Okay, so these notes are on midsegment. The midsegment of a triangle is a segment connecting the midpoints of two sides of the triangle. An example in the diagram here is DE is a midsegment. D is the midpoint of AB, E is the midpoint of CB, making DE a midsegment. If a midsegment joins the midpoints of two sides of a triangle, the segment is parallel to the third side. So DE is parallel to AC. So you can draw in the two arrows. And DE is half as long as AC. So use the diagram above. If DE is the midsegment of ABC, then DE is parallel to AC. Also, DE, measure of DE is half of AC. So you can use this to represent lines being parallel. This is how you're going to solve for missing sides. Alright, now so starting on identifying, I'm just going to do one of the problems. The right side you'll leave for studying. So XY is going to be not congruent, parallel to QS. YW is parallel to QR. And XW is parallel to RS. Now we know this because of the mid-segments all the way around the triangle. Number 3. So now we're going to be given side measures. So if LM and N, the inside triangle, are all midpoints to the sides on the outside, and we're given these measurements, we can find the other measurements. So we need to find LM, but we know what PR is. PR has a length of 46. So that makes LM half of 46. So LM is 23. Next we have to find MN, and we know what PQ is. PQ has a length of 40. It means MN is going to be half of 40, which is 20. Now we have to find QR, which is the long side, and I bet we're given LN. LN is 17, so the small side is 17. That means QR is double of 17. QR is 34. So if QR is 34 and M is the midpoint of QR, that would make MR half of 34. So this is 17. LN and MR are congruent. Number 5. So we have a midpoint here, that makes this line a mid-segment to the third side over here. So 7x is half of 17x minus 18. So I can set up an equation. So it takes two of these sides to equal one of these sides. So I'm just going to multiply the left side of the equation by 2. Two of these sides will add up to one of the longer sides. So we get 14x get the variables to the same side of the equation, so just subtract 17x on both sides to get negative 3x equals negative 18. Divide by negative 3. X equals 6. Backside. So you'll put this on the backside of your notes, the second page. Same type of equation. 2 of the short sides is the length of the long side, so I'm going to set up 2 times 4x plus 1 equals 11x minus 25. Distribute the 2. All the x's on the same side, so I'm going to subtract 8x on both sides to get 3x. I'm going to add 25 on both sides to get 27. Divide by 3 on both sides. Find x equals 9. Now we're not done. It wants us to find side DE. So I need to find the length of this line. Now that I know what x is, I can plug 9 in for x. 4 times 9 plus 1. 4 times 9 is 36. 36 plus 1, 37. So DE equals 37. Okay, now we need to find the perimeter of this whole triangle. Now, 2 of the sides we can know immediately, because 42 is the small mid-segment. That means KL is twice as large as 42. It's that 84. If MN is a mid-segment, which I know there are mid-segments because it's given here, is 49. That makes this side 98. So now I need to find this side. So 2 of these mid-segments add up to the full side. 6x minus 1, so I want to double that. Now we're going to solve for x so we can find the length of this side. Subtract 12x on both sides to get just an x. Add 10 to both sides to get positive 8. X equals 8. Plug 8 in. So 13 times 8 minus 10. 13 times 104 minus 10, which is 94. So my third side is 94. I'm going to add all 3 sides together to get the perimeter around the triangle. Perimeter is 94 plus 84 plus 98. 1, 18, 27. So 276 is the perimeter. Okay. Watch the next video to get the second part of the notes.